San Diego.
Good evening and welcome to the Ryan Center for the RIIL Boys Final Four, presented by the Credit Unions of Rhode Island. Alongside Marty Crowley, I'm George Bannister, Cam Clark, our producer, Tom Ciarcia, our camera operator, Joe Crowley, our statistician, Jared Ware, our coordinating producer, John Boyle, our executive producer. That's the entire NFHS crew coming to you from Kingston, Rhode Island, here on the beautiful campus of the University of Rhode Island, Marty. And we've had 3 teams punch their tickets, one of them doing it in an emphatic way in LaSalle. And it's down to these last 2 teams to see who gets the last slot in tomorrow's finals.
You know, these 2 teams have had to sit around all day, watch the other team play. We saw Hendricken was here right for the tip of the game prior to this. A lot of nervous energy and 2 very athletic teams. Looking forward to a great game for our nightcap.
Off the tip, it's a win by East Providence. We'll give you the starting 5 for each team. It's interesting to note, as you see Tom Ciarcia pan to his right, you'll see the LaSalle team behind the Hendricken bench. It's a walk on Kenaz Ochugu. The entire LaSalle team is here scouting this game, and why not? One of these 2 teams they'll be playing tomorrow night for the championship.
Hey, you mentioned LaSalle just totally led from start to finish.
Yeah. Abdullah, strong underneath and gets the basket.
What an athletic play by Asmar Abdullah.
As a Wally has his hands in there, comes away with a steal. Ball still loose. Wally gets it over from Michael Paquette. Thought about driving the lane, instead pulls back out. So a turnover after the basket. Hendricken with the basketball again. Just underway first quarter. Wally. He's working one-on-one against Trey Resendez. In the lane, it's Abdullah who beats Gonsalves to the basket and lays it in.
Boy, we see that with Abdullah, how dangerous it is. He's a left-handed shooter, but if he can rip right and go right and finish right, that's going to spell a lot of problems for the Townies.
Resendez in the lane says, anything you can do, I can do as well. It's now 4-2 Hendricken. Paquette thought about a 3, instead drives it in, off the glass and in.
I like the way both teams are playing, going to the basket right away. And East Providence very athletic with Resendez, Javian Gonzalez, Xavier Hazard up front. Very strong guard play by them.
Yeah, and in the front court, you have Xavier Hazard, who can play a hybrid position. Here he is, taking it to the hole against Easy Wally. Kicks out for Ochugu. Ochugu had the ball punched out from behind, and it'll remain East Providence basketball, 11 on the shot clock.
We saw Ochugu twice last week attempt to dunk, and came up a little off both times, so he is very, very athletic, is Ochugu.
Yeah, the only reason why those dunks never finished was because he held onto the rim a little too long, and the ball popped out each time. Jab step, try to drive. You won't fool Devin Lynch like that. Deep shot, 3, won't fall. We're going to get a late whistle for a shot clock violation. I thought it was going to be for a foul. Resendez tried to throw himself into his defender as he took that wild shot at the buzzer. It didn't pay off.
Yeah, they didn't really pay too much attention to the shot clock. That was a pretty quick clock, but they had that possession most of the time.
Paquette clearing out the lane. Devin Lynch, top of the key. Brock holding on the reversal. Now Wally working one-on-one against Trey Resendez. Wally's going to use the screen, try to beat his man to the lane. Drops it off for Brock, up and under, gets fouled by Ochugu, his first. Team's first, so the line to shoot 2 is Matthew Brock.
Great court presence that time by Matthew Brock, George. As you saw, he jump stopped, waited, gathered himself, and let the defense come into him before he ended up getting fouled.
You know it's a big game when the Bayview ladies who make up the Bishop Hendricken cheerleading squad is here.
The Sal cheerleaders were here last game, so all hands on deck at the Ryan Center.
Brock hits 1 of 2. Devin Lynch, the offensive rebound, blocked by Winfield. Brock grabs the rebound. He can't put it back up and in. East Providence back the other way. Shot attempt blocked by the Hawks. Here comes Abdullah, traveled.
Yeah, good job by Hazard. Now don't forget, East Providence, as we saw last week, they're going to want to get out and run. They'll shoot the 3 in transition. They'll attack the basket in transition. And I don't know if that's exactly playing into Hendricken's hand, George, because Hendricken can match athlete for athlete.
Hendricken can play any game you want them to play. Half-court grind, full-court sprint, whatever you want them to do, they could do it. And they got all 5 seniors on the floor who could adapt to a playing style because they have the openness from Coach Jamal Gomes to do so.
A good job right there by Javian Gonzalez, East Providence point guard. Yeah, man, my bad.
Abdullah working one-on-one against Gonzalez. He's going to get a screen from Brock on the roll. Abdullah kicks back up top. Brock for 3. In and then out. Devin Lynch, the offensive rebound. He got away with a hold and a grab. Absolutely. Underneath, Easy Wally gets the basket.
That's one thing Lynch did. We saw in their victory over Cumberland. He was very active and physical on the glass.
9-2, Hendricken, 4:39 to go here, first quarter. Resendez for a deep 3 off the front iron. Rebound by Gonzalez. He's going to put the floater up and get it.
Well, a nice move by the senior guard, Javian Gonzalez. Threw a ball fake and got himself to the hole.
Wally from 16 feet, uncontested, and he buries it. 4 points for Wally. Just to let you guys know, if you're tuning in for us for the first time here from the Ryan Center, the URI blue line is the collegiate 3 line at about 23.5 feet out. 19.8 feet out is the white line. That's the high school line. Just to give you an idea of where Trey Resendez put that 3 up from. Ball banks around on the rim. Devin Lynch comes away with the rebound. Here come the Hawks running the other way. It's Paquette in the lane. Tries to drop it for Lynch, who finally corrals it on the baseline. Wally for 3. Off the back iron, won't fall. Lynch, the offensive rebound. Spinning, gets blocked by Winfield.
Boy, as we saw in last game with Kelvin Odie. And Josh O'Jury, Easy Wally, and Asmar Abdullah. Maybe the 2 best players on the floor. If you're East Providence, you have to try to contain them. And right there, Malamba gets a foul. He was in foul trouble last week too, George. Don't forget.
Yes, off the bench, he came into play some critical minutes for Joe Andreatt off the bench and wound up in foul trouble. And just like that, he gets in the game and he fouls Matthew Brock for 2 shots. Hits the first. 2 points for Matthew Brock, both coming from the free throw line. He's 2 for 3 from the line today.
Not a dangerous point in the game, but you're down by 8 early. You got to get a couple of stops and try to reel them in a little bit so you're not too far behind and playing catch up for the whole rest of the first half.
Resendez has a step on Abdullah. He's going to try to take it all the way to the cup. He does, and he lays it in.
Great job by Trey Resendez getting to the hole.
Wally thought about driving, then dribble back out towards the 28-foot line. That's a senior move right there by the junior Resendez. He knew he had the step on Abdullah, and he said, no one else can stop me in the lane. I'm going to do it myself. Brock comes near side for Abdullah. Crosses his defender, does it again, steps back, takes a 3, off the mark. Winfield comes crashing in. Ball gets batted around a bit. It's Abdullah that comes away with it.
Once again, credit Lynch with keeping that ball alive.
Easy Wally misses the dunk. This place would have exploded. Try to drive through the lane. Wally again gets blocked from behind by Winfield.
Well, good job in interior by East Providence by William Winfield. Twice Wally tried to dunk and Winfield blocked him both times.
Max Collins in. Javion Gonzalez steps out for East Providence. Off the inbound, it's Brock near the elbow. Perimeter ball movement by the Hawks is reversed to Paquette. Thought about a skip pass inside for Wally. It was denied. Brock up fakes, travels. Towney's basketball.
Good job by East Providence creating that turnover. And just what we just talked about a minute ago, you're down by 8. Not that it's dangerous, but a couple more hoops. And you extend that lead. Now you get a couple stops, a chance to cut it back to 4.
Yeah, you got the stop you wanted. Now you can't come away with an empty possession here. Resendez driving, drops it down low. Malumba gets blocked by Devin Lynch.
Yeah, Lynch with a little swag said, not inside. Don't bring that here. Much to the light of the Hawaiian Hendricken crowd off to our right.
That must be the theme for them this weekend. I'm sure they'll be at Schneider Arena tomorrow at noon with that same getup. Collins misses, grabs his own rebound, however, and will reset for the Townies. Collins crosses his defender, kicks out. Resendez, floater, blocking foul. Abdullah can't believe it. That's his first. But to the line to shoot two will be Trey Resendez.
I can. Abdullah slid underneath him late there. Great patience by East Providence on the dribble drive offense, as it looked like Max Collins had a shot but kicked out one more time. And Resendez, who has 4 points, will get a chance to add to his point total for the day.
You can actually hear the officials, and I'm not, patting my own back. You can hear our officials on the court mic saying he slid in like this, and then mimicked it.
Yep. Paul Semenko picked up by your floor mic. Good job. I'll pat you on the back.
Hey, thanks. Resendez hits one of two. Abdullah grabs the rebound, almost traveled as he goes up court. Wally up strong. Xavier Hazard says, you're not going to get away with any highlight dunks on me, kiddo.
Yeah, that was a couple of dudes going at it right there. Xavier Hazard and Easy Wally. Not a bad foul, right? You can pick up your first foul of the game. No, nothing easy, nothing highlight reel. You've cut the lead down to 5 that once was 8.
Wally hits the first. Wally's up to 5 points this afternoon after that made free throw. Wally makes the second. 6 points for Eze Wally. It's a 7-point lead for the Hawks. 14-7, 2:06 to go here in the first quarter. This is game 2 of the boys' Final Four presented by the Credit Unions of Rhode Island here on the NFHS Network. Resendez working one-on-one with the Easy Wally. Now working one-on-one against Caldarella. In the lane, going up strong, and having the block is Devin Lynch. But Malumba there, and he puts it back up and in.
Boy, good presence by Malumba, just hanging around long enough to get that putback on that rebound.
I'm not saying you got to always push the action and press the action, but it took a long time for the Townies to develop that. Down underneath, getting away with the travel is Devin Lynch and getting the basket.
Good extension by Lynch. He's long, too, don't forget. He's listed here as 6'4".
Baseline three, Winfield can't connect. Devin Lynch the rebound. Outlet up ahead for Caldarella. He's going to lay it up, miss it. Wally the rebound and put back.
You always run the floor hard for your teammates, George. We talk about that, whether you get the ball or not. And good foul by Wally.
Collins for three. Baseline corner won't fall. Lynch the rebound. Abdullah's pushing as fast as possible. Then he gets picked from behind by Collins. It'll remain Hendricken basketball as Collins hustled from behind. 45 seconds to go, first quarter, 30 on the shot clock.
Yeah, no, Townies have had 2 good opportunities in transition, good looks on threes. But you've got to be careful if you're not knocking down shots. If this thing gets away from you, you've got to go to the basket.
Javian Gonsalves and Kanaza Chugu will check back in for the Townies. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Off the inbound, too high, intended for Tyler Rusas. It goes out of bounds. East Providence basketball, 43.7 to go.
Yeah, Tyler Rusas gives you some size inside at 6'3", another one of the seniors on this Hawk roster.
And that is not a string being 6'3" either. He's got some girth to him down underneath. Resendez drives the hole, lays it up and in. He says, I don't care what you are. I'm going to pick up point number 7 here.
Boy, he's so good with that first step and finishing around the basket.
Absolutely right, Marty. Explosive. 18-11 Hendricken, 19 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
The junior guard, as you said, not playing like a junior early on here.
Caldarella off the weave offense will hand off for Wally. Now he'll give for Abdullah. 7, 6, 5. Abdullah lost it momentarily. 2, 1. Abdullah falling away, can't get it to go at the buzzer, and that's how the first quarter will end. Bishop Hendricken 18, East Providence 11. You're watching the RIL Boys Final Four presented by the Credit Unions of Rhode Island on the NFH this quarter. So Easy Wally will do the honors from half court. Hendricken will run a stack inbound, and Asmar Abdullah will control.
The Hawks trying to dunk a couple times unsuccessful. Maybe they watched LaSalle in the first game and said, anything you can do, we can do better.
Hasn't quite worked out in their favor as East Providence, William Winfield denying the Hawks at the rim. Wally working one-on-one against Resendez. Throws up a 15-foot floater. Basket in the foul.
Great body control by Easy Wally right there.
Foul's going to be on Trey Resendez, his first, team's fourth. So to the line to shoot one is Easy Wally.
It's at the end of the day, what you want to do, you put the ball in the hand of your playmakers. And right now, that's a good job at Wally, what he made right there.
He'll make 11 points for Wally. It's a 10-point lead for Hendricken, their largest of the afternoon. Gonsalves drops it off underneath. Malumba can't get it to fall. Ochugu the rebound, can't get it to fall. Ochugu the rebound, he gets fouled. Excuse me, that was Malumba with that second rebound who got fouled.
Good work on the boards by the Townies.
Devin Lynch whistled for the foul. On the lob! We had a feeling that was going to come at some point today. East Providence couldn't connect on that in the Elite Eight.
Good
and
call
they connected
by you.
here.
Yeah, they tried that last week. You called it, George, right?
Ochugu. What a way to score your first 2 points. Abdullah for three. Off the front iron. Strong rebound by Brock. He gets fouled on the floor. If that's on Gonsalves, that's his first.
Boy, there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on off that ball, man. It's almost like a rugby. It's like a muckle.
Yeah.
It's like a scrum. I mean.
Yeah. At some point, and I hate to think about this, what a play by Max Collins. What an athletic play. Spins away. Driving hard. He's going to go coast to coast. Can't get it to fall, though.
Oh.
Lynch pushing hard the other way after the rebound by Brock. Gets punched out of bounds, and it'll remain Hawks basketball.
Townie's competing.
Xavier Hazard in. Javion Gonsalves out. William Winfield will check in. Malumba out, and as Winfield comes in, take a look who comes in. It's James Caldarello, who will give Asmar Abdullah a rest. Interesting train of thought there from Jamal Gomes. 6:42.
Yeah, give you a star rest. Maybe a little frustrated with the way he's playing. You know, he's only got 4 points early on, and I've been stymied here a little bit. Sit him next to you, just talk to him, and have him relax for a minute.
Wally for three. Connects!
Boy, inside, outside. That was good as soon as it left his hand, George, right in front of us once again.
Back the other way. East Providence can't hit the three. Wally tries to save it. It goes right to Ochugu, who lays it up and in.
Good hanging on right there by Ochugu.
I thought for sure he was going to try to go up with two hands and throw it down. Caldarella, the floater in the lane, won't go. Ball bats around a bit before William grabs his first rebound of the afternoon. Gets double teamed. Brock comes away with a steal, drops it off for Wally, gets blocked from behind by Winfield, but somehow the ball still goes in. 16 for Wally.
Boy, the Hawks, good job that time. Doubling the outlet pass, as we saw earlier today. Another team do that. Force the turnover, get a hoop out of it, and meanwhile down the other end, there's going to be a foul.
It's on Michael Paquette, who didn't let Trey Resendez land, so Resendez will go to the line for two.
Yeah, Michael Paquette had foul trouble last game as well against Cumberland.
Resendez will hit the first.
This game is everything as advertised early on, George. Two very athletic, well-coached teams going at it.
Resendez will hit both. He's up to 9 points now, is Trey Resendez here in the first half. Lynch off the press break. Up ahead for Caldarella. We're going to get a blocking foul on Ochugu. I'm not sure what the East Providence fans are complaining about. It was clearly a foul. 16 foul on East Providence. So the next defensive or loose ball foul by the Townies will send Hendricken to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was a foul all day. That was a block.
Asmar Abdullah checks back in for the Hawks. He's going to handle the end line trigger. Barely gets it in, and it's stolen by Winfield. Up ahead it goes for Collins. Collins speeds his way, blocked from behind by Abdullah. Here come the Hawks the other way. Paquette skip pass for Brock. He's going to get fouled on the floor by Alex Malumba. That's his second.
You know, contact down both ends. What gets called on one end, what doesn't get called on the other end. Very physical game early on.
We've talked about this. If it's a foul on one end, it should be a foul on the other. We're going to have a timeout by Joe Andrade. Full timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:26 to go. First half. Hendricken by 9. Back here at the Ryan Center. 9-point lead for Hendricken and to the line for a 1-and-1.
It's been a great 3 weeks of working with you, George. You covered a lot of basketball from the division.
That's right.
Divisions a couple weeks ago, Rick, and last week the Elite Eight at Rick to get to this point. And we've seen a lot of good basketball on display by a lot of good players in education-based athletics. With high school sports, this might be our biggest crowd of the day between East Providence and Hendricken, although Middletown, I think they put the sign up saying, going fishing.
Brock hits the first of the 1-and-1. I think it's like, you know that, what's that movie and or show, like that football movie and or show that's like gone to the state, gone to the state championship. I think that's what it was. Brock will hit both.
7 for 9 on the day from the charity stripe for the Hawks.
11-point lead now for Hendricken. What a cross-court pass underneath for Malumba, who lays it up and in.
Good job, good recognition, breaking that press.
Paquette straight away. 5:03 to go here, second quarter, first half.
You take away that first opening salvo, that 12-4 run, East Providence has played them even.
It's when you look up at the scoreboard, at least for me, I'm surprised the lead is that big. Abdullah try to get off his defender, dribble drive, up fakes, open jumper, and he'll hit. And now we're going to get a warning to Christian Brock. Maybe blood on his pants. Something on his pants.
Well, they have extra shorts, so they'll sub him out. Jamal Gomes sends him the blood shorts.
Caldarella will jump in, I would imagine. Asmar Abdullah is the jumper. I would imagine that Matthew Brock will just find a
corner,
a dark corner in that tunnel and just swap out the shorts to come back in as soon as possible.
Somebody from the Hendricken bench went down to check on him.
Baseline drive, Lynch blocked him. Yes, he did. It gets whistled for the foul.
And there you go. Here comes Superman.
Brock immediately comes back to the end of the bench to wait for Coach Gomes to let him know to go back in. 4:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Lynch just picked up his second foul.
Resendiz pulls up, jumper off the back iron, won't fall. Caldarella the rebound for the Hawks, and he'll push the other way. Skip pass for Paquette, Wally in the corner. Back over for Caldarella, who traveled. And here comes Brock. I would beg the question, if Brock has blood on his shorts, where did he get it from? Because presumably a player on the court is bleeding and shouldn't be in the game.
I don't know, from your fingers to your hand. I see nobody with Band-Aids or anything from our vantage point.
We're about midway through the second quarter. Hendricken 30, East Providence 19. Left all alone, taking a three is Hazard, and he'll connect.
Well, I was just thinking in my head, man, Hazard hasn't even scored yet. And he just did right there to cut that lead back down to 8.
Paquette bringing it up court. Boy, that Credit Union 3 banner that lights up makes the entire court white. Abdullah, deep jumper won't fall. Brock trying to fight with a rebound. What an outlet pass for Hazard. Hazard slams it home in Easy Wally's face. And listen to the East Providence faithful.
What a pass. What a release by Hazard. Holy cow. That was awesome.
Leads down to 6, 30-24. Paquette for Abdullah. 3-ball. Corner pocket. No panic, no anything. Resendiz from the elbow. Can't get it to rattle home. Abdullah gets the rebound. He's going to push up court, head on the swivel. Brock from the corner for 3. Off the front iron. The rebound by Winfield. Up ahead and traveling is Javion Gonsalves. Or excuse me, that was Max Collins.
Yeah, he just put that, he went to turn. That ball went under there. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Hendricken, and I did have how they got here, but I must have left it in my other folder. Oh, look at you with that. So in the opening round of the tournament, the state tournament, Hendricken, who came in as the number 2 seed, took out Rogers 65-41. They beat Cumberland last week 57-38, and that's how they got here. East Providence took out Classical at Classical 51-47. That's the 11 seed. And then they beat they had a big lead against Smithfield. Now hold on for dear life, beating them 71-66. And that's how the 11 seeded Townies got here.
Townies, I had to do a little digging, a little research, and so apparently, even though it's now the city of East Providence, a legend has it it was the oldest town in all of the Americas. And that's why their nickname are the Townies. So when they were still the town of East Providence, they were known as the Townies. When they converted the city, they're just like, well, we identify as a townie.
You're not good with that. They could call themselves the cities. That's the same ring as the Townies.
Paquette up, fakes the 3, dribbles inside. Caldarella, skip pass down low to the block for Brock. Kicks out, Abdullah, fakes the 3, now takes it, and hits. And Joe Andrade wants a 30-second timeout as Asmar Abdullah has a 6-0 run all by himself.
Well, that's the one thing, if you're East Providence, you can't let Asmar Abdullah get going, because once he does, you're in trouble.
It was a 6-point lead for Hendricken, and because of Asmar Abdullah's back-to-back threes, it's now a 12-point lead with 2:30 to go here in the first half.
What a very frenetic pace, entertaining game here.
Yeah, you blink and it's already 2.5 minutes to go before the half. But like I said, this in a good game like this, that's athletic and back and forth. This 12-point lead, it doesn't feel like a 12-point lead. Like, it doesn't feel like they're running away with it with 12-point lead.
No, it doesn't, George. It goes back to what we just alluded to, that first 12-4 run to open a game for the Hawks.
So basically what we're saying is buckle up, because this is going to be a great game, presumably to the buzzer. And
thanks for joining us once again on the NFHS Network for some high school basketball.
Collins felt the pressure, spun out of it. Malumba back out for Collins for 3. Off the front iron, won't go. Rebound by Asmar Abdullah. He's going to push up ahead. Wally drops it off for Paquette, who's going to dribble out and slow it down.
East Providence is not shot particularly well from behind the three-point arc. Only making one by Xavier Hazard.
Wally for Paquette. Swings over. Abdullah steps back, a 3 off the front iron, won't go. Good strong rebound by Trey Resendiz. He's going to try to go coast to coast. Drops off for Collins, steps inside, long jumper off the back iron. Rebound Mike Paquette. Outlet up ahead. Wally spun. That should be an offensive foul, and it is.
Boy, good defense right there by Trey Resendiz.
How did he get back so fast?
Well, he was there, and Maximus Collins went sprinting into the arms of Secretary of State Greg Amore, who's on the baseline, former East Providence athletic director. Now that he's Secretary of State, gave that job up, and he's on the baseline with his son cheering him on. Good catch by him.
Final 88 seconds of the first half. Hendricken by 12. Underneath, Malumba all alone. Misjudged where he was and missed the basket.
Well, you got to convert on those opportunities. those are the ones that add up after a while, George. You and I talk about that all the time.
Yes. The bunnies, which equal empty possessions, equals no good when you're trying to come away with a big victory during a tournament game.
You run that set that you know you can score on it, and you don't score on it.
Wally with a step in the lane, lays it up and in.
Great finish.
18 for Wally here in the first half.
Hard left-handed dribble, right-handed scoop. Great job by Easy Wally.
14-point lead for Hendricken, the largest of the evening for them. 38-24, 36 seconds to go on the game clock. Hazard, one-on-one against Paquette. He's got the size advantage. Fadeaway jumper, won't fall. Ball loose, grabbed by Michael Paquette. Shot clock is off. Hawks will hold for the final shot. Abdullah, Wally, kind of like a weave offense. Final 8 seconds. Wally, 5-4. Wally kicks out. Caldarella for 3. Off the mark at the buzzer. And that's the half. Hendricken, 38. East Providence, 24. This is the RIIL Boys Final Four, presented by the Credit Unions of Rhode Island right here on the NFHS Network. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the RIIL Executive Director Mike Lunny will join us for a conversation here on the NFHS Network.
The personnel here at the Ryan Center working collaboratively to ensure great atmosphere for the student athletes, and you touched on that with Mike as well. And you know, he's right. It's just it's putting your best foot forward and giving these kids an opportunity to perform on a big stage.
And what a big stage! What better? I mean, you can see the ad. Resendez gets fouled as he goes to the hoop. You can see the ad on the scorers table. And if you can't right now, I think it's on. It is on Asmar Abdullah. That's his second. But it says Credit Union Basketball Championships, where champions are crowned. And what better way to crown a champion than here at the Ryan Center? Yeah,
and don't forget, like, I was fortunate enough 20 years ago to win it, and they gave the kids hats and sweatshirts, and the press conference is a really, really cool deal where, you know, the kids get up and speak, and, you know, they have the opportunity to, as you alluded to, go down on the court, take a picture, and get some of that nervous energy out of the way with.
Yeah, it's just, again, I was thinking about it on the drive in, and I said, man, what an awesome day for those student athletes, right? Like, not only do they advance to the Final Four, but they're being treated like true Final Four participants, if you will. Hawks barely break the press. It's Paquette now trying to drive, instead goes back for Wally. Wally spinning in the lane, lost the basketball. They're going to call a foul.
Oh, I thought he lost from our angle. That looked like he lost that basketball.
Javion Gonsalves gets whistled for the foul. 7:32 to go, third quarter just underway. 12-point Hendricken lead. Off the inbound, Abdullah marked closely. Devin Lynch in the lane. That should be 3 seconds, not called. Abdullah at the free throw line, defers for Brock. He'll hold and now back it out.
This East Providence team very active defensively.
Paquette down low for Lynch. Up, blocked by Winfield. That's his third block of the evening. He's going to get the return pass and get it up ahead for Gonsalves. That's Resendez driving hard in the floater with the basket. 13 for Trey Resendez.
Boy, Mike Lunny just mentioned it off the air too. Likes East Providence guard play. I agree.
They're fast, they're physical, they're not afraid to take it to the cup. Abdullah straight away. Gets a screen from Devin Lynch. Doesn't really utilize it. Spins, turns, shoots, tries to draw the foul, doesn't. Strong rebound by Ochugu.
Good job by Ochugu, is because he had Hazard out in the flat. Almost went to send him, and a little ball control.
Resendez is going to have to give it up. Hazard working one-on-one against Paquette. Bit of a size differential, but Hazard prefers to play outside. Lob inside for Ochugu. Turns, fires, can't hit. Brock the rebound.
Tough angle for Ochugu.
Paquette pulls up, off the front rim, won't fall. Lynch the offensive rebound. He gets fouled from behind by Winfield.
Lynch uses his body so well.
Lynch will go to line for 2.
Hawks 7 for 9 on the day from the charity stripe.
Lynch hits the first. 3 points for Devin Lynch.
Townies are 3 for 4. Excuse me, 5 for 6 on the Townies.
Lynch hits both. 4 points for Devin Lynch. Lead is 12, 40-28, 5:56 to go, third quarter. Hazard. Winfield driving the lane, left hand hook, won't fall. Ochugu had it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Townies, 35 of fresh shot clock.
I'll tell you what, East Providence is getting to the basket, George. Even in the first half, they got to the rim. Just need to convert.
Yeah, they're not scared of Wally, Abdullah, or Lynch defending down low. They're just trying to impose their will at the hoop. And there's Resendiz again, 15 for the junior.
Boy, he is so smooth.
Abdullah straight away. He's going to back out and reset the offense.
Talking about smooth, Abdullah and Wally combined for 30 of their 38 first half points, George.
Yeah. I would love to have been a fly on the wall to know why Abdullah is running point here on this offense. Lynch, I was going to say, I thought Gonsalves got away with a foul, but he didn't. That's his third. Lynch will go to the line for 2. It was a late whistle, but you could hear the slap on the arm.
I think Max Collins is now going to come give. And if you're a believer of that, the basketball gods just said that was not a foul.
And you're right, Marty. Max Collins does step in. I am a true believer of that. Lynch will miss both. Winfield the rebound and is stolen by Abdullah. Drops it for Lynch, who gets fouled by Winfield.
Soft pass again, and the Hawks take advantage. Lynch is just relentless.
Lynch was completely off on that one. And now Easy Wally goes up to Lynch and tells him, hey, relax. Take a deep breath here. You know how to hit a free throw. 5:10 to go, third quarter, 10-point lead for the Hawks.
It's like that catcher who can't throw that ball back to the pitcher all of a sudden. Right? Well, Steve,
the yips. My goodness. Never had him in my career. I've seen a teammate of mine have it. It's not fun.
I did. It's not fun at all.
Hazard on the wing. Drops it down low for Winfield. Back up top it goes. Collins thought about a 3. Gave it up. Resendiz. They're trying to run baseline for Hazard. Spinning is Ochugu. Can't get it to fall.
And had Hazard in the corner for a good look, too.
Rock the rebound. What I can only imagine is maybe a parent or a family member of Ochugu down below, just beneath us, yelling at him to use the backboard.
That's why that square is there.
That's right. Abdullah for 3 on the catch and shoot off the front rim. Ball tipped out, and it's Brock the rebound. Should be a jump ball, and it will remain Hendricken basketball.
Good defense. Good call by the official right there. William Winfield and Brock just held his ground, and when he went up, he came down with 2 hands on top of the ball.
As a Wally will trigger from the end line for Hendricken. Abdullah swings for Paquette, who swings for Lynch, who swings for Wally. 4-3 off the iron, won't fall. Ball batted around. Brock again. Good hands by Ochugu, knocks it out. Ochugu traveled. That ball was for Hazard, and Hazard not happy after that turnover.
Yeah, Ochugu kind of got in his run. They kind of got in each other's lane right there. Yeah, right idea. You want to play fast, but you don't want the ball going to your big man out on the wing.
Hazard quickly goes over and says, hey, man, forget about it. Just shake it off.
Again, East Providence is getting stops, having opportunities, but that's 4 empty trips in a row now for the Townies.
Lynch, Wally left all alone. Catch and shoot. Off the front iron, won't fall. He attacks the ball, grabs his own rebound. He tries to put it up, gets bothered, can't get it down. Here come the Townies with numbers 4-on-2 if they hurry. Hazard to the corner. 3-ball. Corner! Pocket for Resendiz.
Boy, has he played well.
18 for Resendiz.
They have now cut it to 8, George. Last time it was 8 was at 30-22, so they're hanging around.
3:23 to go, third quarter. 41-33, Hawks over the Townies. Paquette, stutter steps, dribbles, drive, floater, won't go. Ball loose, Winfield lost it to Lynch and then fouled Lynch on the way up. That's 3 fouls this quarter alone on William Winfield.
You've got to be relentless on those boards, and that's what Devin Lynch is right now for the Hawks.
We've seen him do it time and time again, Marty.
The Hawks have 3 points this quarter. They've gone 5 minutes without a basket from the floor.
All 3 points have come from the free throw line from Devin Lynch, who misses another. Talk about empty trips one way, but the points you're leaving at the charity stripe certainly start to add up. No matter what team you are, no matter who you're rooting for. Lynch misses both. Trey Resendiz, the rebound, his first of the night. Outlets up ahead for Collins. Stops, pops in transition and connects. First 2 points for Collins. Wally back the other way, gets fouled. Resendiz doesn't like to call. It's going to be against Malumba, his third. But more importantly, it's a 6th-team foul against East Providence, so one more defensive or loose ball foul, and Hendricken is going to be at the free throw line from here on out. Wally misses.
Is there a rim? 3 for 9 from the charity stripe this quarter.
6 straight misses for Hendricken from the line this quarter. They hit their first 3. And then finally, Wally connects. 19 points for Easy Wally. 30-second timeout here by Jamal Gomes. I like that timeout, Marty.
Yeah, that's a good timeout right there. You know, the other team, they cut it to 7. You haven't scored. You know, again, you want to play fast, but next time down, hey, let's run this set. Let's make sure we do this because don't forget, you had 30 points combined between Abdullah and Wally in the first half, and they're both scoreless.
Well, the adjustment coming out of the locker room by Jamal Gomes, he's had Abdullah run the offense since coming out of halftime, whereas it was Michael Paquette or Easy Wally doing the honors in the first half. Yeah. And that's why there was a spread offense. That's why balls were getting down to Lynch. Abdullah was getting those open 3 looks. Now all of a sudden, instead of running through screens and getting open looks, you're running the offense.
Yeah, right. You're better off maybe just putting it back on the baseline, trying to run off a stagger screen, run the flex, run a flex cut for him, curl him up the middle, keep Wally in the corner where he could rip and drive, and just if you keep him on opposite ends of the floor, you know, you have to spread East Providence out. They got to look out for both of them, and that'd be more effective offensively right there.
42-35, Hawks over the Townies. 2:53 to go here in the third quarter.
1-3-1 defense now by
Collins for 3. Ill-advised, but he follows his shot and grabs his own rebound. In the lane, lays it up, fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. I don't like the choice of shot to begin with, but he followed it up strongly and gets to the line. Third foul on Devin Lynch.
Good call, good follow. Your shot, right? You said it, George. Collins grabbing his hand as he went down pretty hard there.
Just taking a little extra time, and great job by the officiating crew not getting on his case to get back on the foul line, just letting him take his time a little, and now he's going to step off to the sideline to maybe get a closer look at his hand.
And so let's see how Darrell Liggins is at shooting free throws.
Marcus Sukar checks in for Jamal Gomes and the Hawks. Liggins hits the first.
He subbed the right guy.
Liggins front rims the second. Sukar grabs the rebound for the Hawks.
Hendricken's got a lot of bench guys out there. 3 starters, 2 bench guys, giving Lynch and Paquette a break.
Sukar trying to box out. Abdullah from 3, won't
Yeah,
go.
good call.
Sukar got whistled for the foul. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, he sent Franklin Lopez almost into the stand.
Here's an opportunity for East Providence to cut it to 4. They got the stop they wanted. Now they got to convert. It can't be an empty trip or empty possession here for the Townies.
That's to bring the ball to this side, keep the ball away from Easy Wally.
Resendiz for 3. That won't go. Ball gets batted around a bit before Easy Wally comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, no diagonal action right there. You just make get the defense to move a little bit, throw diagonal.
Sukar turns, looking for underneath. Caldarella traveled a couple times, and finally the whistle blows.
Yeah, good defense right there by the Townies. A little frustration on the Hendricken guys here. They're going 6 minutes and 9 seconds without a basket from the floor. Whew. And yet you still lead by 6.
When was the last time you heard that associated with the Hendricken team?
I don't know.
But more important, like you said, I think the most impressive thing is that they still lead by 6 because even though they're not converting offensively, they're still working hard defensively.
They changed to a 1-3-1. There you go. That's
underneath
the pass.
is Malumba. 6 points for Malumba.
That's the pass, that diagonal pass that we just talked about, George. Throw the defense over and throw diagonal. You beat it every single time.
Lead is down to 4 for Hendricken. It was as large as 14 at one point this game.
Oh.
Abdullah, how is that not an illegal screen by Sukar? Abdullah holding a blocking foul on Resendiz. That's number 2, and Abdullah will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, again, there was that high screen that could have been the Irish whip, but, a foul's a foul, and that was a defensive foul on the guard.
Abdullah misses the front end. Sukar the rebound and put back.
East Providence fell asleep on the rebound.
Leads back up to 6. Liggins for 3. He's going to miss everything. Ball trying to be saved. It goes right back to Liggins. Kicks out for Hazard. Underneath, looking for Malumba. Knocked out of bounds by Easy Wally. Townies basketball, 22 on the shot clock, 51.4 seconds left in the game clock here in the third quarter.
That's Hendricken's first made basket in 7 minutes from the floor.
We're going to foul on Asmar Abdullah. That's going to be his third. 4th on Hendricken. Off the inbound. Liggins up top for Resendiz. Trying to direct traffic. 16-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Hazard for 3. Got it!
It's only a matter of time, before they try to get him involved more. And it's a 3-point game. And here come the Townies in a trap.
Wally spins away from traffic. 3-point game, 44-41. 25 seconds ago, 2-second differential. Wally and Paquette play catch. It's Wally now on the near wing for Abdullah. Tries to drive baseline. Abdullah up and under. Fouled. And the basket.
Boy, big play by big-time player right there by Abdullah.
Malumba's 4th foul. And Abdullah trying to stretch this lead back up to 6.
And here comes Winfield, who has 3 fouls of his own. Again, when you go to the basket, George, good things are going to happen for you.
Abdullah sinks it. He's got 15 points, just 3 here in the second half so far. Final 9 seconds. Resendez working one-on-one against Sukar. It's a mismatch. Resendez dribbles out, takes a three. That's short, partially blocked by Sukar. Abdullah trying to outlet. Nobody's there. That's the end of the third quarter. Hendricken 47, East Providence 41. When we return, buckle up for fourth quarter.
I mean, they had their chances to even pull ahead, but they fought their way back into the game, did the Townies, but they had a chance to really even close it or pull away, holding the Hawks to only 2 baskets, and all within the last minute of the quarter. So if you're East Providence, you keep doing what you're doing, and if you're Hendricken, you got to find Wally or Abdullah. And I got to get Hazard involved more, too, if you're East Providence.
Hazard dribble drive, kicks out. Collins for 3, in and then out. Devin Lynch the rebound for the Hawks.
Yeah, a little deep right there.
I understand that line is out there, but that doesn't mean you have to use it. Paquette steps up, takes a 3 off the back iron. Collins the rebound for the Townies.
Boy, what a good rebound by Max Collins.
Resendez, Gunsalves. Collins steps inside, kicks back out. Good ball movement. Resendez for 3 off the front iron. Rebounded by Brock. He's going to outlet to Lynch. Abdullah, now Wally. Thought about a 3 in transition and backs out and resets the offense. Wally comes near side for Abdullah. Right hand dribble to the baseline. Fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's the 3rd foul on Trey Resendez. And you can hear him asking himself as he walks by our floor mic, how is that a foul?
Yeah, I mean, again, we're up here, they're down there. In the third quarter, the Hawks were 5 for 13 from the free throw line. That'll keep the other teams in games.
Abdullah hits the first. He's got 16. He'll hit both. Up to 17 points is Asmar Abdullah. Lead is extended to 8. 49-41, 6:49 to go, fourth quarter.
There you go.
Cutting hard to the hoop is Resendez, and he'll lay it up and in.
Side break and press, inside, outside, diagonal. Great job by the Townies.
Hawks just lost them as they were still in press mode, and Resendez just attacked the basketball. Or the hoop, excuse me. Abdullah, near wing. Gets a screen from Lynch, pulls up, 17-footer, won't fall. Grabbed there by Lynch. Abdullah, 15-footer, that will go.
Boy, again, Lynch, how many times have we called that offensive rebound by Lynch?
Don't look now, but Asmar Abdullah has 19 points. 8-point lead again for the Hawks. Hazard, one-on-one against Michael Paquette. He's going to try to drive baseline. He does. Reverse. Blocked by Brock, but they're going to say it's a foul. To the line for 2 will be Xavier Hazard. He's got 8 points tonight.
So fouls adding up now for the Hawks as well.
Hazard will switch the first. Hazard will switch both. He's up to 10 points. And Joe Andre is going to call a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:58 to go, fourth quarter. 51-45, Hawks over the Townies on the NFHS Network. Scoreboard certainly reflects that here with 5:58 to go in the fourth quarter.
So I was just sitting there thinking, watching the last couple of minutes, you got to turn around quickly and play tomorrow.
Yeah.
LaSalle had a much easier time in their game.
To wit, the starters didn't play the final 9 minutes.
Yeah. So you got to bop your way through what we have left for your legs playing for that title game.
I like to say they're young, they could recover, but, these are high-level athletes. Paquette avoids the steal. Wally dribbles out of double team. 20 on the shot clock for the Hawks.
See that left wrist tape of Max Collins back in the game.
Down low it goes to Lynch. Kicks it back out, Caldarella. Offensive foul, that's Brock. Out of control, lowered his shoulder.
Boy, what a great job by Javian Gonzalez. He read that the whole way. Just slid right over.
Here's where you need a basket or at least not a non-empty trip here by East Providence. Whether you get one because you're taking 2 shots. Resendiz for 3 off the front iron. Ill-advised, too early.
Yeah, first shot, you just move the ball. Again, go diagonal, get the defense to move.
Lynch spins off his defender, drives the lane, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Resendiz, had the ball stripped out of him, and then they're going to say that Javian Gonzalez was out of bounds, so it'll be Hendricken basketball. Shot clock should reset, and it does.
That's a good call right there. Good hustle by guys fighting after that basketball. Lynch with 3 fouls goes to the bench.
Caldarella, Paquette swung out, easy Wally for 3, got it!
Oh, they keep running that same inbound play. It's the old CYO play, but they just ran it to the other side. That's a big hoop by Wally.
4:46 to go here, 4th quarter. Wally knocks it out of bounds, and it'll remain Towney's basketball, 24 on the shot clock.
Again, if you're Trey Resendiz, get below that line. Make them play you.
Attack one of their players on the block.
Now they switch up, go kind of 2-3 a little bit. Nobody in the short corner. Send somebody there.
Resendiz looking for a pass cross court. Wally knocks it away. East Providence can play it in the backcourt. Spinning off of a double team is Gonzalez. Winfield trying to dribble it up. It gets knocked out of bounds by Abdullah, but there's 4 on the shot clock for the Townies.
A quick pass to the corner. That shot could have got off.
4:21 to go, 4th quarter. Hawks by 9. East Providence has been as close as 4 here in this quarter. Just haven't been able to fully close it out. Pass to Winfield gets knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Townies basketball as they say Brock is the last to touch it.
3 seconds left. Oh, I wonder if they can try to pull the dunk play one more time.
Chugu comes in, and that's the first thing I thought. He's standing at the elbow. Drop it off. Resendiz, the bunny, he missed it.
Oh, he got the look they wanted.
Wally the rebound, he'll bring it back the other way. Steps back out, slows things down, gives it off for Paquette.
Yeah, Hendricken now being very deliberate with the lead. Get clock management.
Wally calling for the basketball down low, working one-on-one against Max Collins. That's a size differential in height and width. Wally tries to go baseline, blocked by Collins. Foul on him, his first. 10th foul against East Providence, so easy Wally will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Hendricken's just imposing their will now. Wally with 22, Abdullah with 19.
Wally hits the first. 23 for Wally. .24 as he hits both. Lead up to 11. 56-45, 3:45 to go, 4th quarter. Collins for Resendiz. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to scoop it up. He's going to score.
Good job.
Too early to panic. Good job by Resendiz, not just chucking up a 3 there.
Junior guard with 22 now for the Townies.
It's impressive.
He's played a real solid game, George.
He has all around. He's played a very good game. Wally, 9-point lead and the ball for the Hawks. And they have the possession arrow. And a 5-second violation. Wally was too careless with the basketball with the defender. And I don't know, I kind of agree with Jamal Gomes. I didn't think there was that tight of a defense on him for a 5-second to be called. But that's the call on the floor, and the Townies will have it. A gift with a chance to bring it in a lot closer than 9 here.
Yeah, I don't know what the gap was, but the Paul Semenko counted it, and he called it.
Resendiz working one-on-one against Abdullah. 1-3-1 again. Collins fakes the pass to the corner. Hazard is open on the wing. Instead, it's Resendiz. Baseline. Too long. Brock had it. Collins saved it. Diving into his bench. Lynch comes away with it.
Yeah, they got a good look. They got the shot they wanted. That was a better offensive possession.
11 rebounds for Devin Lynch.
Hendricken, of course, will take time, and you're not in any big rush here.
Paquette, left-hand dribble, tries to drive baseline, up and under. Shot gets blocked by Winfield. That's his 4th block of the afternoon. Wally for 3, off the iron, won't go. Ball loose, still loose, batted around. Collins got fouled, no call. Abdullah comes away with it. Paquette dribbles out to reset. Do you foul here? Is it too early to foul, Marty?
I don't know if you want to.
Abdullah gets fouled. He'll go to line for 2.
Flying through the RIL sign on the baseline. I was going to say, I don't know if you want to start thinking about fouling. But you got a lot of guys on the floor in foul trouble as you're in the double bonus.
Achugu, his 3rd. Abdullah will go to the line for the 2. He's hit his last 3 free throws, has Asmar Abdullah. Maybe more. And naturally, he'll miss the first.
They're 16 for 27 from the charity stripe.
Hendricken went a stretch where they missed 7 straight. Abdullah misses both. Rebound there by Uchugu. Here come the Townies the other way. Resendiz drops it off for Hazard. Blocking foul on Abdullah. That's the right call. 4 on Asmar Abdullah. 7th foul, so 1-1.
That's not panic time against Providence. You know, you still got 2 minutes, couple timeouts. But you got to get stops. You got to maybe throw a press at him, change your press up a little bit.
The 2 timeouts is 1 full timeout, 1 30-second timeout. Hendricken has 3 timeouts, all of them full timeouts. Hazard hits the first. 11 points for Xavier Hazard, the junior.
You forget this Towney team with Malumba's a sophomore, Hazard's a junior, Liggins is a junior, Trey Resendiz is a junior.
Hazard hits both. 12 points, as you mentioned, for the junior. Leads cut to 7. Calderella dribbles out for Paquette. Minute 40 to go. Wally, minute 35 to go.
So you're elected to dig in now on defense. And you got to stop a score, and then you start calling your timeouts.
I was going to say, now's a good time to double team Michael Paquette. There it is. Outlet pass for Resendiz. Gets fouled. He'll go to line for 2. Fouls on Brock, his 3rd.
Oh, good job, boy. You can catch up with the clock stop even. Right?
Which is even better.
That's a good foul, though. You know, you're not going to give a breakaway layup in this situation.
Resendiz hits the first.
I'm very impressed, Trey Resendiz. 23 points, George.
You would never know he's a junior by the way he plays. Hits both. 24 points. 30-second timeout here by Joe Andrade.
Down by 5. That's, I mean, just unless you're setting up your press or something, but you figure at some point in time you might want to
save that.
Well, no, I mean, not save that, but, you know, coming out of your free throw, you're all set. You jump into your press, you get a stop or a steal, or you call your color out, red, orange, or whatever your foul color is if you're going to foul, and then score, save the timeout. But, you know, I'm up here and he's down by 5. What do I know? East Providence is for it, man. They really, Hendricken looked like they were going to run them out of the building when it was 12-4.
I got to tell you, here's one team that loves what's going on right now in this rock fight, and that's the team down there watching this game, and that's LaSalle Academy, because they know that this dogfight that both Hendricken and East Providence are in means that there's a lot of expelled energy on the floor tonight, and they're hoping there won't be a lot of energy left for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I agree, George. Like, it's just, you're a kid, you should be able to come back theoretically, but like, you never know, man. You got a kid who's injured or dinged up or nicked up.
Press broken by the Hawks with 2 seconds to spare. Gonsalves whistled for a foul.
So if you were going to foul, you should have done it right away and not waited another 15, 20 seconds off that clock, George.
Right. It's a reach-in foul, so that's the 4th on Gonsalves.
Don't forget everything's 2. They're in the double bonus.
It's getting too loud for the court mics to be on, and as Wally misses the first.
Man, they're abysmal from the free throw line.
Wally hits the second.
17 for 30 on the day for the Hawks.
25 points for Wally. Final 60 seconds, 6-point game, 2-possession game, 60 seconds here.
That has it in the corner. They never saw him.
Resendez trying to force it down low, but a travel.
Oh,
not a travel. They're going to say the timeout was called before the travel.
Well, they had what they wanted, so they had Hazard in that corner. Again, locked and loaded, and they just never saw him.
We're going to stay right here at the Ryan Center. You're right, Marty. Resendez was hyper-focused to get the ball inside to either Ochugu or Malumba. Yeah. Meanwhile, Hazard was, I could say this because I've seen my wife bake cookies. He was baking cookies in the corner, just kind of all over.
And listen, your wife made phenomenal cookies for today. Shout out to her and the calzones, and good job by her taking care of the crew here today at the Ryan Center. Appreciate wife Erin making all those cookies and
the calzones.
And you got some pizza waiting at home for you too,
I do. It looks like a yummy black olive pepperoni and roasted red peppers.
Roasted red peppers are good.
Oh yeah, my daughter loves them. If you ask, people look at me so strange because they're like, "Oh, she likes pizza." Oh, every kid likes pizza. What are her toppings? Roasted red peppers, black olives, and tomatoes. What? Yeah, that's what she likes, man.
You know what, George? That's a good job of parenting by you right there to teach your daughter the fine intricacies of food at a young age. That's well done.
Not just me; it's Erin as well.
The both of you.
Yeah.
By the both of you. Tomorrow here, 3:30, the girls will play for the state title, Bayview.
And North Kingstown. North Kingstown with something to prove here.
Yeah, they played like a team on a mission earlier today, George. They really, really did.
As did LaSalle, who won the first boys Final Four game here.
Yeah, LaSalle, since the last we've seen them, since they escaped Hendricken, have been on a roll.
Asmar Abdullah gets it across the timeline. I don't think the DJ has noticed that play is resumed. If that's on Javion Gonsalves, that's his 5th. Okay, we don't need 17,000 buzzers to say it's a 5th foul. 5th foul. So Joe Andrade is going to take his 20 seconds here to just kind of regroup his boys. Easy Wally will be at the line to shoot 2 once the substitution is made, if I'm not mistaken. There's the first buzzer warning. And there's a 20-second buzzer.
Seniors on this East Providence team: Jaden Caldwell, Javian Gonzalez, Maximus Collins, and Franklin Corella Lopez. So a rather young roster with just 4 seniors on it, where the Hawks have seniors all over the place. And Matthew Brock, Easy Wally, Michael Paquette, Tyler Russes, John Erickson, Devin Lynch, Richard Gonzalez, and Asmar Abdullah.
Wally misses the first.
I wonder if they're going to go to Hendricken and shoot free throws before they come down here tomorrow.
I wonder if they're going to get back to school and shoot free throws.
That's what I said. I said probably should have.
Wally hits 1 of 2. He's now up to 26 points for Easy Wally. 40 seconds to go. It's a 7-point game. Quick three won't fall. Winfield trying to fight for it. Abdullah comes away with it. Abdullah gets fouled in the backcourt. It's going to be on Franklin Carrella-Lopez, his first.
I'll tell you what a game effort by the Townies, though, today. They played really, really well. They gave Hendricken fits and then some, George. Very impressive.
When you go back, if you go back to watch this game, or if you're trying to find out where it went wrong for East Providence as Abdullah hits the first free throw, I think the third quarter is it. Hendricken went almost the entire quarter without hitting a basket, and yet East Providence couldn't cut into that lead or take over the lead in that time. Abdullah hits both.
They cut it to manageable, but not to the point where it's a one-possession game or even taking the lead. But
9-point game. Resendiz lobs over for Achugu, who lays it up and in. And a full timeout here by Joe Andrade. We'll stay here. 23.2 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Marty, really, again, that third quarter had the makings or the markings of the potential for these Townies to legitimately take over this game.
Yep.
Take complete control. And
Abdullah and Easy Wally had 4 points combined in that quarter.
Right. And the thing about what people may or may not see or understand is that even though Bishop Hendricken didn't hit a basket until under 60 seconds, they were still playing hard defense back at the other end, preventing East Providence from doing anything.
Yeah, and they were I don't want to say abysmal, but they were abysmal from the free throw line too.
Yeah.
So they allowed East Providence to stick around a little bit. And right now, Wally with 26, Abdullah with 21, 47 out of his 60 points between two guys. But like Ruby said, or Bill Koch said, two of the better players in the state on this team. And if this holds true, we'll see a rematch of that buzzer beater, 47-45 of LaSalle beating Hendricken.
Abdullah gets the inbound. He gets fouled. 20.6 seconds to go. For second foul on Hazard. Abdullah will go to the line for 2. And now we have the potential with this. We could probably comfortably say Bishop Hendricken will go and advance to play LaSalle tomorrow. We have the potential to see 4 of probably the state's most historic players, right, that's to come through here. And that's Asmar Abdullah, Easy Wally for the Hawks. And you turn around and you look at Kelvin Odie and Josh Ojuri for LaSalle. And if you don't believe me, just look at the box score from the LaSalle game earlier and look at this box score today.
Well, tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Resendiz will go in and lay it up and in. He's got 26 points, not to be outdone. Winfield trying to come away with, Hazard trying to come away with the steal. It's Abdullah who's going to dribble up court, and there's the buzzer. Final score from the Ryan Center. Bishop Hendricken 62, East Providence 55. Marty, last thoughts on this game?
Boy, very physical. Turnovers were even with 14 each. Hendricken went to the line 36 times. East Providence 16. Big difference there. The Hawks survive in advance, and they get to play LaSalle tomorrow. Congratulations, East Providence. A great job by them and a good season by the Townies.
They've had a great season, and they gave Hendricken all the fits that everyone thought they were going to heading into today. Final score once again for the Ryan Center. Bishop Hendricken 62, East Providence 55. For Marty Crowley, Cam Clark, Tom Ciarcia, Jill Crowley, our special guests today, all of our special guests today, Coach Drape, Mike Lunny, Bill Koch, Eric Rube, thank you for stepping on. I'm George Bannister. Thank you for tuning in to the NFHS Network. Tomorrow, doubleheader, 3:30, 6. Tune in for the finals of the RIL Credit Unions of Rhode Island Championships here on the NFHS Network.